Hello there, Carm3D with you. I'm recording this, it's very late here, so I'm going to keep my voice down. But I wanted to share this fun little thing with you. If you were like me, you were very interested in getting Lightwave 2015, but can't afford it yet. So if you are in that position, this video is for you, because one of the features they talked about in Lightwave 2015 is the dynamic parenting. Well, I have found a way to do dynamic parenting in earlier versions of Lightwave. And all you need is a little free plugin, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's go to Mental Fish. Type that in your favorite search engine, or maybe just Mental Fish Lightwave. There you go. mentalfish.com/lightwave. Go there. And you can see they have some free plugins here. Well, the one I want you to get is right here, Motion Baker, also known as MF Motion Baker because MF. But download this, install it in Lightwave, and stick it in your menu so it's very visible, very accessible, because you will use it a lot once you are doing any kind of character animation. It's basically called the Motion Baker that works, and it really does. It works great, better than the standard Lightwave. So let's look at my little scene here. We are going to do some dynamic parenting. Show my logo there. Some dynamic parenting in Lightwave. I am using version 11.6.3, but you can do this in 10 or 9, or whatever you want. Also, I do have the assignments tool pack is also installed in Lightwave. Now, if you're using 11.6.3, it comes standard, but if not, you can get that. I have that in an earlier video. I think it's the one that says let's watch cable. Has a link for that. Anyway, we are going to do some animation where this little grabby arm picks up some balls and moves them around. So let's do that. Let's have him move over here. Move down here. And we'll have his little arm animate. I'm going to move this down so I can see the scrubber. Alright, we'll do it this way. So all you need to do is just keep track of the actual frame where the parent transition occurs. So in my case, I'll have that be frame 75. So I will animate that in there like that. Move this guy into place. That's good enough. So all the involved parties have their keyframe set on frame 75. And just to make it prettier, I will have them do a little ease out there. It's not required. Okay. Now, so here's where we are going to have this become a child of this, but it's not truly a child. It's a cheat. So let's start that up. I seem to have lost the ability to pan my recorder around, which is strange. So I'll just move Lightwave. Alright, let's add a null. We'll call this parent buddy. And let's give a little item shape so we can see it better. I guess it's a little too small. That's better. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him in position of the ball, let's say, because you can actually do this both ways. You can tell this to be the parent, or you could tell this to be the parent when you do the transition. So you basically choose which one you want to be the parent, and I guess it would depend on how you're going to animate it. Like if you were going to animate a gun, you might want the gun to be the parent, so the hands follow the gun, what the gun's doing. In this particular case, it really doesn't matter. You can do it either way. But let's have the ball be a child of the little arm here. So I'm going to move him into the place of where the ball is. And I just realized I should have used a subject other than the ball, but that's okay. When you are moving it, I have my finger on the mouse button right now. Press and hold down your Alt key, and it snaps in place. That's a new feature, a recent feature. If you're using like version 9, I don't think it has that, but let's set a keyframe for that on frame 75. Okay, now let's go to my Assign Tools pack here. I'm going to assign selected with parent in place on. I'm going to select the ball, and I'm going to choose parent. No, I did that wrong. I'm sorry. I don't want to parent it. Let's see. Let's undo that. Everything's fine still. You can see this guy's moving into place on 75, but that doesn't matter. Maybe I'll just do a little ease there, just for safety measures. Alright. I'll select the arm. Store selected. Select our little parent buddy. Parent, okay. Now we select with the parent buddy selected, store selected, select the ball, and now choose position. Oh, you can't see that. Position and rotation. As I was saying, the ball is not the best example for rotation, but just trust me, if position and rotation are locked in there, it's just basically the same as being parented. So now let's move this so you can see the ball is moving along with it, but it's not really parented. It's just being following the position and rotation of the little null here, while the null is a actual child. Let's move him over here, and So we'll say that frame 145, we're going to set it down. That was a bit fast. Let's move it over there. Okay. Okay, now this is all wacky here. Don't worry about that. The only thing that matters at this point are the frames between when we start moving it and then when we drop it. So I already set the frames down there, and I'll set a frame for this guy too. Not that it matters actually, but anyway. So now all we do is we select our ball while it's still using the the position of rotation. It's not parented. And then we go into what I set it, whoops, I put it under the animation tab. MF Motion Baker right there. And from 75 to 145. Now we are going to bake the keys from 75 to 145. We don't have to worry about scale. And there we go. So you can see it's laid down a bunch of keys for every frame there. Now what we can do is go into motion options, and for position we hit the little X button here, or if you're using an older version of Lightwave, choose none, and same thing for this one. And I guess if this matters, you can put them back on keyframes, although it really doesn't in this case. Or you could use these tools here to unset that unparent, unposition, unrotation follow. I think. I didn't move those in here because I never really use it. Anyway, let's have this guy move along. Frame 200, nice even number. To here. We'll have him move up. And we'll set this. He's going to be intersecting with the ball, but frankly I don't care. It's really not critical for what we're demonstrating. Okay. Keep in mind that this is the zone where it's actually gripping the ball, so we don't want that to be animated in those frames. And same thing here. Put a little ease out there just for making it look nice. Okay. Wasn't counting on that. There's a little bit of a weirdness going on here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I did the ease out thing after I baked this. So this is all messed up now. So let's just fix that real quick, since we still have this null guy here. Store selected. Position. Rotation. MF Motion Baker. 75 to 145. There it goes again. And it's back to being perfect. Again, it's messed up for maybe even after, but we're not concerned about that because we'll go back in here, turn these guys off again. Now it's golden. Now we grab this one on frame 200. Now, this may or may not be in position, but I'm going to take him, move it, and once again press and hold my Alt key to lock that in the exact position. Now, if you're using an older version of Lightwave, there are other ways to do that. One way would be to make this a child, temporarily tell this to be a child of the ball, and then zero out the XYZ, and then unparent it, put it back as a child of this guy, I guess. But anyway, I moved him into position and did the snap thing, and we'll set that as a keyframe. Let's do it on frame 0 and get rid of the rest of the keys because we don't really need them. Okay. Now with this guy selected, store selected, position, rotation. Oh, that was unexpected. Okay, it looks like, let's see what's going on here. It turned this thing around. That's okay. I know how to fix this. Let's clear that out. Yeah, because when you're doing rotation, I'm glad that that happened actually, to demonstrate this. The position alone is not important. You need to not only lock it to the position of this, but you need to lock it to the rotation. So we might as well choose this ball, store selected, parent it. Now, I can't move this thing down any further. I wish my key was working. I'll just take my word for it. I am zeroing out the position and rotations there. Yeah, might as well do it on frame 0. Don't forget to turn that on. And we don't need any of these keys after frame 0. Okay, so now this null has the same position and rotation of the ball. Now I'm going to select this guy, store selected, with parent in place on, tell it to be a parent, and it does this on frame 200. I will just set a keyframe on frame 0 so that there's no animation on that thing whatsoever. Alright, so with this little null still selected, store selected, choose the ball, position, rotation. Oh, you did it again, you son of a bitch! You thought I was going to censor myself, didn't you? Alright. That's strange. Why is it doing that? I wonder if, yeah, this should have been flipped over to 180 when I told this to be locked in place there. So I did something wrong and I just didn't realize it. So let's select that ball again. Turn these guys off. Sorry about all these little glitches. But you'll experience the same thing doing this. As I said, it's not a simple process. If you can swing getting Lightwave 2015, it's much more elegant. But if you don't, at least this works. You can do it. You don't have to worry about resorting to Parenter or some third-party plugins that may or may not work. This does work. I promise you, I've done this before. It's just not working right now, but we'll get it working. Alright. Select a guy. Store selected. Select this. Oh wait. No, we don't want the ball. Store select the ball. Parent. See that? That flipped over. Now I gotta zero that out. I probably forgot to do that last time. Oops. Make sure these guys are all 0. They are. 200. And we'll put on frame 0 as well. Alright. Now, watching this closely, I want to watch the rotations. Okay. Store selected. Parent. It flipped it around. Okay, I think we're good now. Store selected. Position. Rotation. Yeah, good. I did it right this time. Okay. So now all we do is animate it. Just have him put this over here. And maybe just for example, just because it would help demonstrate the whole process, I'll have the rotation animate as well. So I'll set a keyframe here. 241. Keyframe here. Let's make sure these rotation guys are got the ease in and ease out, so it's not messing with all the stuff we had baked out earlier. We will rotate him so that we can demonstrate. I might even change this ball to a box. And let's also make sure that these guys are eased in and eased out. I mean, it's not required actually, but it just makes that feel a little more natural. The only thing that you want to make sure is when you're animating this, you're not affecting the frames that you had going on here where you had that baked range, because if not, I mean, if that changes, then you have to redo the whole process and rebake the frames of the ball. So from 200 to 241. We bake this. 200, 241, bake. Okay. Now we can turn these guys off. Set our ease in there, and just move him away. I do love me some easing. Okay. So there you go. Dynamic parenting in Lightwave 11.6.3. Alright, let's add a little guide to this so we can see for sure that he is rotating. Actually, you can see right now because of the bounding box that it is indeed following along on the rotation. I'm seeing a little bit of drifting here. Why is that? That's not supposed to happen. I might have affected the animation after this. Maybe you should do all your animation first, and the animation happens afterwards, and then do your bake range. But I actually can do my trick again. Do the position and rotation, and rebake it. I just did that wrong, didn't I? Yep. Now it's locked in there. So let's do the bake again. And turn those off. Okay, good. Perfect. Lovely, lovely. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something, and then maybe even helped you out on a project. And, do get Lightwave 2015 when you can afford it, because that supports them and helps ensure we'll have future versions of Lightwave to enjoy. Because that's what I'm planning on doing. As soon as I can afford it, I'll be getting it. And this is carm3d.net signing off. Bye-bye!